What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back for the final, for now, but probably for good, Dominaria United pre-release kit opening. We have done many of these, as you can see from the background here. So if you have missed any of those videos, I highly encourage you to click right up there in the iCard at the top so that you can go check out the playlist of all of the videos. We have opened a lot of product. We have given away a lot of codes to MTG Arena, and this will be no different. In this video, we will in fact be giving away codes as well. We have the black D20 in this one. Can add it to our others right back here. Thank you. And as I said, codes for MTG Arena. There's 3 here that we'll be giving away, plus the one that just came in this kit as well. So that's 4 more codes throughout the course of the entire video. And we have the final name to be read off, or the final information to be read off about the Planeswalkers / legendary creatures from Dominaria United. And today we have Jaya, may she rest in peace, Elder Planeswalker and Master Pyromancer, who has been active since the Ice Age, determined to protect her home. So, and obviously, if you are unfamiliar, on the other side is the information on how to build a pre-release deck, since pre-release is a very good event for new players, or newer players. We have the divider as well, that typically goes between, or can go between your sideboard and your main deck. And of course, we have the packs themselves, so we will go ahead and look through all of those. That's why we are here. And last but not least, our promo foil rare is the Phasing of Zhalfir. Now this is a gorgeous foil. Gorgeous. I love it. This card is pretty cool as well. Board wipe at worst, just a board wipe, but also it could save your 1 or 2 best things in the process. If you give them more notice, they will, not play as much stuff into it, but it depends. It depends on what you need. That's why read ahead is so interesting on these sagas. But this one's kind of cool. I don't think it definitively pulls us into blue where we're going to say, oh my God, we have to play blue no matter what. But, I mean, if we have a good blue base, I would definitely consider it. Why not? So, we start with a Molten Monstrosity. An Extinguish the Light, as I mentioned about Jaya resting in peace. Here she is. Extinguish the Light. Pixie Illusionist. Clockwork Drawbridge. Vine Shaper Prodigy. Hammerhand. Vanquisher's Axe. Argivian Cavalier, this one's obviously a good one. Sunlit Marsh, always important to note which of the dual lands we get or what fixing we get in this set. So we'll leave that on the side so we know. Bog Badger, the Weatherseed Treaty, so more sagas. It's our first uncommon in the pack. And I mean, again, if we start with Chapter 1, it helps us in getting some fixing. And for Chapter 3, if we're in a domain deck, very, very good card. We have a Blight Pile, something to keep track of if we want to go Defenders. This is a very, very good one. And Najal the Storm Runner. Okay, I like this one, I think, more than some, or more than most. But we'll see. Again, if the kit supports it, we'll try it out. And so, our next rare or mythic is an Academy Lore Master. I don't like this card. It's a 2/3 for 2, but it gives our opponents the opportunity, if they want, along with us, of course, but our opponents the opportunity to draw an extra card, and then all of their spells would cost 2 more that turn that they choose to draw an extra card, but they get the benefit of it first. Obviously, we could try to build a deck around that, I suppose, but yeah, I don't love it. I don't love this one at all. We have a Swamp behind her and a Soldier token. Well, we got 4 of them to give away. We might as well start early. Just a friendly reminder, if you have not seen our other videos or you do not recall, just a heads up that this code will not work for you if you have already used a code from a Dominaria United pre-release kit previously. It is 1 code per account, so please be aware of that. Also, we ask, you don't have to, but we ask that if this code does work for you, shout it out in the comments. Say, hey, I got the first code, and it worked. We would love to congratulate you for what you got, plus it lets your fellow viewers know not to bother trying with the first code. Also, hey, thank you so much. This is our way of thanking you for taking your time to watch our stuff. We really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including whatever is going to be in this slot next week. But I encourage you to stay tuned. We have a Charismatic Vanguard. It's a good one. A Snare Spinner, Enthrall to the Pit, Tattered Apparition, Tide Pool Turtle, Artillery Blast, for Domain, that's pretty good, another Bog Badger, a Crystal Grotto, gorgeous art, not the best with helping with fixing, but still, or filtering in this case, Phyrexian Espionage. We have our first uncommon, another saga in Yosha Declares War. I love this art. Otherwise, this is not really a great card. It cares a lot about artifacts, which is not a thing that's really supported in this set heavily. Join Forces. I don't love this card either. We've gotten by this, you know. That's right, gotten in playing on Arena and stuff. But still, I don't love this card. And we have a Bortuck Bone Rattle. This one's pretty cool, and it's got Domain. We've been seeing a lot of Domain cards, although we only have 1 land so far. 1 piece of, you know, basic land type fixing. So that's not perfect. But let's see if this next rare or mythic helps. It is a Keldon Flame Sage. It definitely doesn't help. It's fine. It cares about instants and sorceries, and we have been seeing a lot of blue, obviously. So if we wanted to go blue-red instants and sorceries, we did open Najal earlier as well. So that's definitely a possibility. I'll have to keep my eyes open for that deck and whether it's viable. Behind it, do we have a foil? I think we do. We do. It is a foil common in Toxic Abomination. Looks kind of interesting in foil. Obviously, the Abomination itself doesn't look like much. And the background you would think would be shinier, but I guess because it's like 1 color, it's like just as shiny as the text box. Like there's kind of no difference there, right? When you see it go from the text box to the background, nothing special there. It's unfortunate. Behind it, a gorgeous forest, gorgeous, and a bird token. I mean, again, we got a lot of these. There's 4 of them in one video. So again, you can shout out, hey, I got the second code if this one works for you. Again, shout outs to the community over at Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. Our sponsor stores for a lot of the pre-releases, many of them in the past many years. But the community was great. They knew that we were making these videos and giving away these codes. So shout outs to all those folks for, you know, giving away any excess codes, because unfortunately, right, not our decision, it's Wizard's choice. But if you open or play in more than 1 pre-release, you don't get to use more than 1 code. It's actually kind of crappy, but we are spreading the love and giving it away to folks who watch us in hopes that some people who didn't get a chance to get out to a pre-release could still get some of the benefits of it. So there you go. We have a Splatter Goblin, pretty good one. A Volsh Tide Turner. This one works well in the Instants and Sorceries deck. A Samite Herbalist, Bite Down, very nice card. Gitu Amplifier, also good for Instants and Sorceries. Writhing Necromass is just good. A Tangled Islet, good to keep track of that, because another land, thank goodness. A Molten Tributary as well. This one definitely gets in if we're in blue-red. A Tribute to Urborg, not bad. If we're able to play black at all, this would be helpful for removal, and it cares about instants and sorceries in our graveyard, so if we're using the kicker, of course. So something to keep track of. Ooh, interesting. So we have the Walking Bulwark as our first uncommon, and then you may have seen it, but a Wingmantle Chaplain as well. So 2 uncommons in a row, both defenders. We also know that we have the Blight Pile, so definitely something to keep track of. Wow. And an Spawn of Turg Interesting. I have not found a time where I've wanted to play this card. I don't know. I know Amy would be very upset to hear me say that, but anyway. So our next rare or mythic is a Defiler of Dreams. Not bad at all. Whenever we would cast a blue permanent spell, we draw a card. Pretty good. I mean, I like that. It's 5 mana. It's in blue. We were talking about blue-red possibilities. Pretty good there. No complaints about a Defiler of Dreams. Do we have a foil? We do. We have a foil common in Furious Bellow. This one looks pretty cool in foil. Look at the thing's face. By the thing, I mean the Minotaur, of course. Very cool. I like that. I like how the background looks too. Again, variance in color, right? A lot of the like magma in the background there. Really awesome. Behind it, a swamp again and a soldier token. Hey, guess what? It's the third of 4 codes. If this one works for you, shout it out in the comments. Hey, I got the 3rd code. Let us know. We can congratulate you. Please don't forget, I mentioned earlier, we, get dumpstered on Arena a lot. We play Arena every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel. We would love to have you join us. We're also, that's live, by the way. We also stream live every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern as well, playing whatever random video game we happen to be playing at the time. So definitely stay tuned. We would love to have you join us. Pop into chat, say hey, all that good stuff. It's always, always, always a good time, and we'd love to have you. So we start with a Hammer Hand, an Aggressive Sabotage, Impede Momentum, Griffin Protector, that's a good one, Yavimaya Sojourner, more domain stuff, Goblin Picker, Scout the Wilderness. If we're more heavily green, this helps a lot in fixing, but based on what we've opened so far, it doesn't look like we're going to be. We have a Contaminated Aquifer. That's a very good one. We've seen a couple of black cards that we might want to include in a possible blue-red deck, of course. Lightning Strike is fantastic. Hell yeah. Phyrexian Rager, also a very good one. Resolute Reinforcements is our first uncommon. Monstrous Warleech is the second. It does have a kicker of blue. Very interesting. And Lagomos Hand of Hatred Showcase Art. I don't think I own one of these yet, so that's really cool. Maybe I do. I don't remember. But very, very interesting card. I mean, this wants to be in a more aggressive deck, but it could work if we're trying to splash black. I would keep an eye on it if we're going red-blue splash black, but it's not like an auto-include necessarily. But our next rare or mythic is an Evolved Sleeper. So yeah, I mean, another reason to want to play black. Obviously, if this is our splash, it's a little bit tougher because we want to be able to activate that third ability multiple times. Not necessarily in the same turn, but I wouldn't complain about it. But obviously, if we play 1 black to play it, 1 black to activate, 1 black to activate again, it's possible. We will keep track of it because this is a pretty damn good card. Behind it, another Forest, gorgeous, and another Soldier token. 2 more packs to go. Let's see what we get out of these last 2. I feel like this kit is still a little underpowered, which is unfortunate. That's life. But we'll see what these last 2 packs have for us, if they can help out at all. We have a Samite Herbalist, another Bite Down, very nice, another Gitu Amplifier, another Writhing Necromass, a Voda Sea Scavenger, I don't love this card, it's fine. A Banalish Faithbonder. Shore Up is very good for the Instants and Sorceries deck. Very, very good. Sunbathing Rootwalla, more domain stuff. Radiant Grove, interesting. 2 colors that we don't have like great support for yet, but still. Another land is always nice. A Flyer, a Soaring Drake. And our first uncommon is a Micromancer. I haven't noted a lot of 1-drop instant and sorceries. I mean, we just got the Shore Up, I guess. I'm trying to think of what other ones we might have opened. I can't, off the top of my head, I don't recall. But Furious Bellow is 1 red, I guess. We might put it in, we might not. It is a 4-mana 3/3 as well. We have a Cut Down, pretty good. That would be one that would count for Micromancer as well. and another Najal the Stormrunner. Interesting. If you're unfamiliar with these videos, I usually ask people what kind of a deck they would make, and you can definitely let me know in the comments down below. I try to like say what I would do as well. And right now it is really looking like red-blue spells is the way to go, but we'll see. Our next rare or mythic is a Stronghold Arena. Interesting. This is a pretty cool card. We don't have a lot of support for it in here, but, you know, just getting cool stuff off the top is a possibility without any of the extra life gain from green and or white. I don't know. I don't think I would shove this in. Like, if we're just splashing black, this would, I think, be a little bit of a tougher sell. But we'll see. You again, let me know in the comments. We have a mountain behind that and another soldier token. You know, we had 4 to give away. This is number 4. So let us know in the comments down below, hey, I got code number 4. We really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Like I said, this is our way of saying thank you to all of you. And hey, if you're interested, please don't forget, first of all, I mentioned subscribing and ringing that bell so you get notifications, but also we have 2 other channels, Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All. Links down in the description box below. We would love for you to check us out over there as well and subscribe and ring the bells there too. We have 3 videos a week over on Video Games for All, new videos, and 1 new video a month over on Gluten Free for All. Amy is doing some amazing stuff over there, so you should definitely check both of those out. We really appreciate it. We have a Voda Sea Scavenger, Banalish Faithbonder, a Deathbloom Gardener, first one of those for this one, a Coalition Warbrute. You wouldn't think that this one would go in blue-red spells. I would consider it, though. It's a very good card. Another Extinguish the Light. Very good. Very good. I mean, that's only 2, or not that's only 2. That's 2, but it is double black. That's, again, a bit tough if we're trying to splash. A Timely Interference, blue and red. Not bad at all. Smash to Dust. I would maybe include it. I mean, if we're looking at playing in a pre-release sealed, you're doing best of 3, so this would definitely be a sideboard card if they're doing defenders, if they have artifacts, or if they are making tokens, right? 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. So there's a lot of ways that you would put this in, but I still think it's a sideboard card at best. And Essence Scatter, another spell, I would put it in. Counter spells are important. Mesa Cavalier. Whoops, we have a Pilfer as our first uncommon. Interesting. Again, if we're splashing black, I probably would not put this in. We have a Balduvian Berserker, again, another card that wants to be in a more aggressive strategy as opposed to a blue-red spells type strategy. I would consider it, but not very highly. And a Coral Colony. So we got all 3 of the major defenders, right, that actually do stuff to benefit you from having a lot of defenders. But we didn't get a lot of the, like, helpful ones, or the like, helper ones. We didn't get any of the 4-mana search artifact ones. We didn't get any of the Floriferous Vine Walls or anything like that. That's tough. If we only have 3, it's not worth it at all. We have the Bulwark as well, right? So 4, still definitely not worth it, I don't think, despite the fact that we did open all 3 of the payoff ones in this one kit. But our last rare or mythic, unless we get lucky with a foil, is King Darien the 48th. King Darien the 48th. We are not anywhere near green and white, although this is a very good card. Wow. Okay, I like this guy a lot. I mean, I don't think this changes our strategy at all. Probably a bit unfortunate because he's very good, but still. And then I think we do have a foil. It is a foil rare land. This is probably some value. In a Darkar Wastes. That is a very interesting foil. Holy crap. Wow. Like I said, probably some value. I remember hearing folks talking at the pre-release about how much old a Darkar Wastes used to be before they announced that it was being reprinted. And so having a new foil of it, if people enjoy this art, pretty nice to have. I'm very happy to have opened this. Usually I don't like opening rare lands. And like honestly, with this kit, we probably wouldn't use this in the deck. but I mean, it's gorgeous, first of all. That we're not even going to deny for a second. And secondly, being able to pay for a new kit while opening a kit is always nice. And again, I don't know what this value is. I will look it up afterwards, but still very, very cool. Behind it, a forest. I love this forest, so weird. And an ad card, which means, everybody, I mean, I'm going to definitely leave you looking at this, show off a little bit. I want to know what kind of a deck people would make out of this kit. Wow, you can't even see. It's so shiny. So yeah, I want to know what kind of a deck people would make out of this kit. Like I said, it looks like blue-red spells. I mean, we have the Defiler of Dreams, Keldon Flame Sage. I probably wouldn't play the Lore Master, but I would play the Phasing of Zalfir. We had a number of good spells. We had 2 Najals, so obviously we can't have both on the field at the same time, but having 2 in the deck means you're much more likely to have 1 on the field at once at any moment, which is really good. Do we splash black? We have the 1 Contaminated Aquifer, and that's kind of it. Again, we open the Crystal Grotto or whatever, too. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. It's really tough. The Extinguish the Lights are very cool, and that Tribute to Urborg is super helpful. But I still don't know that I would go out of my way to splash black in this one. But I want to know. We always ask for help when we are building decks during streams. So definitely let us know your thoughts. What kind of a deck would you make? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed. As always, in addition to commenting down below, liking and sharing goes a very long way, and we really appreciate any and all support that you are all willing to give. But again, we will be back with more openings when there are more openings to have. So definitely stay tuned for that. Subbing, ringing the bell, super helpful to us and to you. So you get notifications whenever any of our videos come out and whenever we go live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We look forward to seeing you there. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.